Greetings, my light lotuses. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay a while. Get a couple of snacks. Get you some nice infused water, a smoothie, iced coffee, a tea, whatever floats your boat, okay? And if you are continuing to come back and you've joined the tribe, I send all of my chosen ones and my new and old enlightened lotuses nothing but love, y'all. We have a read on our hands today, y'all. Just so y'all don't think, baby, I read cards, I read energy, I read people, I read spaces and situations, okay? So just so y'all know, just so y'all know, knock on wood, all right, I'm 1,000% about mines and with mines, okay? So somebody is heavily burdened. You know why they're heavily burdened? Because they were fighting up against the person that they should have been protecting and the person that they should have valued on their team, because now they're seeing that you were a valuable player. You weren't just any old relationship. You wasn't just any old broad. You wasn't just any old link up, sneaky link. You wasn't that. They put motherfuckers that was temporary in their life. They gave them your title, your role. They showed up for them and invested into them and left you withered like a plant with no water, okay? And now this is why that they're heavily burdened at this time, because guess what? Not only are they heavily burdened, but they're feeling defeated because they was fighting up against somebody that actually loved them, that actually poured into them, that actually cared about them enough to call them out on their bullshit, to tell them where they was fucking up in their life and with the relationship, okay? This motherfucker is now going through nothing but towers and endings, and now he wants to rush in and put some action and some fire up under his ass to rush back to a divine union, whether male or female, that he destroyed and fucked up. He's somewhere heavily weighed down with burdens with a bitch that don't give a fuck about him, just wanted him for the money and energy that he was getting from this divine being. But guess what? Now this motherfucker is galloping in, rushing in with this sword to get this divine being back in the energy, back in the third party, to energize it back in his life, because a divine being walking away, this was a divine union that this motherfucker fucked over. And without this divine being pouring love and healing into him and giving him the energy, not limitless energy, no matter what the motherfucker did, he was living like he was on motherfucking Paradise Island off of this divine being's energy. And now he knows it, because this divine being has cut shit off, closed up shop, turned the lights on, and moved out of fucking town. And now he's seeing that his abundance was connected to this divine being. He thought he could have that abundance with another bitch or another dude, but it was only with this divine being. This divine being was a star seed